Hang on. Oh, what am I doing? Wait a minute. Yeah, so do it now.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. And so this is what's
Story.
this story called then, Sam?
My story.
My story.
Story about some guy.
About mice.
I don't know. I'm not telling you. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. All right then. Okay then. Right, it's going.
Yeah. Once upon a time, there were some guys from Hope City Church who went for a campfire in Sherwood Forest. Suddenly, Matt Wharton accidentally spilt some peas all over his trousers, but Matt Wharton managed to find a vacuum cleaner to get the peas off his trousers. All of a sudden, there was a creep behind Matt Wharton. Neil Pascoe, and then there was a girl who was singing on the karaoke machine. Step forward, Jess Howe. She was singing on the karaoke machine, then all of a sudden Adam Bailey was flying in the sky. Suddenly Jordan Rose was doing press-ups for all the lads around the campfire away from the fire. Extraordinary, Matt Wharton's quotes were. The next day Neil Pascoe and Jack Prankett were... the next day Neil Pascoe and Jack Prankett went climbing, when quite unbelievably Jack Prankett got stuck halfway up where Andy Harris, Jordan Rose, Brandon Knight. It's not as long as last time.
Okay.
Jordan Rose, Brandon Knight, Ruben Mattison, Jerry Smithson, Solomon Varga, Lois Willis, Joe Willis, Colin Blah, Beth Blah, Paul Yeye Brimson, Andrew Mullen, Lance Gordon, Shirley Lucy Wong, Roberta Smith, Rebecca Gio, Becky Gordon, Joel Richards, Josh Davis, Lynn Kibuka, Samuel Wharton, Sue Wharton, Stephen Wharton, Matt Wharton, Jess Howe, Calvin Howe, Jack Howe, Milan Howe, Dominic McIntosh rescued him in quite dramatic circumstances. I have never seen anything like this, no. Jack Prankett had the momentum to keep going. Jack Prankett was really determined to get to the top of the climbing wall. Now Jack Prankett had reached the top with help of his housemates, Matt Wharton's girlfriend, Matt Wharton's family, and everyone from Hope City Church. Suddenly the rain was beating it down. Really strong wind conditions. Jess Howe was in panic mode. Her phone had dropped out of her pocket. Her phone had dropped out of her coat pocket, when all of a sudden Matt Wharton dived and catched the phone. Now, when all of a sudden Matt Wharton dived and catched the phone. Now, Jess Howe was really calm. It was a brilliant catch by Matt Wharton to save Jess Howe's phone. Now, the lads went to bed in their own tents. Jess Howe and Matt Wharton shared a tent. Lynette Kibuka and Andy Harris had a tent Now the lads went to bed in their own tents. Jess Howe and Matt Wharton shared a tent. Lynette Kibuka and Andy Harris had a tent together. Everyone were next to each other. The next day Matt Wharton was drenched, so Matt Wharton wiped up the towel where it was wet in his and his girlfriend's tent. The rain was lashing it down. Matt Wharton was walking to have his breakfast when all of a sudden, in a matter of seconds, he lost balance. This was not good. All the lads, his family and his girlfriend were concerned when all of a sudden, Sam Jenkinson phoned for an ambulance straight away. He gave details that Matt Wharton went out of his tent, tried to walk to have his breakfast, but he just lost his footing and landed on his back. This was really concerning. The ambulance arrived and Matt Wharton was put on a stretcher, so Matt Wharton was in hospital overnight. The good news was Matt Wharton's injuries were not as serious as first feared by everyone. Matt Wharton returned back to Sherwood Forest, and then the lads went water skiing, when quite unbelievably Jordan Rose was doing tricks on his water ski. This was incredible, the tricks from Jordan Rose. Matt Wharton joined in the amazing tricks, doing backflips on the water ski. This was unbelievably good. Suddenly, the lads wanted to go to Alton Towers, so the lads from Hope City Church put their tent away and drove up to Alton Towers in the van. Matt Wharton was blasting the tunes in the van. The van arrived at Alton Towers. The lads then all queued up. They got their tickets and went into Alton Towers. It was a difficult moment for Jess Howe, as she was really terrified about the upside down rides, but belief and the vision for Matt Wharton inspired her to go on all the rides. Matt Wharton showed unbelievable passion to help inspire Jess Howe to go on the rides at Alton Towers. All of a sudden, Jess Howe decided to go on the rides. with all the lads from Hope City Church with Lois Willis and Joe Willis behind them. The lads had a pose in front of the camera on the Oblivion. It was quite an extraordinary day out of the blue. Jess Howe, it was quite an extraordinary day. Out of the blue, Jess Howe received a phone call from, Jess Howe, received a phone call from, out of the blue, it was the producers from the X Factor. They asked Jess Howe if she wanted to have an audition. Jess Howe accepted the offer and made her way on the train to London, where she was greeted by Simon Cowell, Rita Ora, Cheryl Fernandez Vicini, and Nick Grimshaw. She was watched by Matt Wharton, Lynette Kibuka, Rebecca Joe, Ore Adidesi, Shirley Lucy Wong, Roberta Smith in a dramatic moment. Jess Howe got through the auditions. It was quite extraordinary. Jess Howe was 100 to 1 from the book by the bookmakers to get through the auditions. The competition is so fierce. The lads had some beer to celebrate. The next day, the lads went partying. The next day, the lads went partying. Matt Wharton, and Jess Howe were on the mixing deck. The music they played was amazing. Jess Howe shouted, "We're all Hope City, aren't we?" On our final adventure, Adam Bailey won a 5-star holiday to Paris. So at 10 a.m, Matt Wharton and all the lads who had the campfire at Sheridan Forest checked in at Manchester Airport, where Jess Howe was seen off at the airport by her family. So at 5 p.m. French time, they landed in Paris, where Matt Wharton got randomly searched. The next day, Jess Howe took some really lovely photos on her iPhone from the church. When in really difficult circumstances, the man wouldn't let Jess Howe take any more photos from her iPhone. How rude this man was. The guy shouted how rude this man was. The guy showed no respect for Jess Howe, so Matt Wharton took the guy to court. Matt Wharton was in the witness box at a court in Paris. The judge asked Matt Wharton what he remembered that night. Matt Wharton, his answer was he remembered Jess Howe was taking photos on a phone when he said